Hey, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to share that I had a little salvia trip time last night. And prior to and following the trip, I was just thinking, again, I'm trying to just spend time, just have a part of the day where I'm just not really doing much and just laying there and trying to, be calm with silence and no external stimuli like keeping me busy and everything. So, but yeah, some things I'm gonna try to work into my life, out of my life, and things. I was just thinking about things, so I want to spend more time doing less, less like phone stuff, less TV stuff, and everything. I'm gonna be using all of these things and enjoying them, but just have some time. Also, warm weather, it's gonna be nice. I'll finally go see all sorts of cool plants and animals and everything. That'll be nice. But also just have some time laying there, just really doing that, or just sitting back and just not even music. I find it very therapeutic, and I've always felt like I sort of always need it in everything. But it's been nice just sort of not constantly having something going as sort of therapy and distraction and everything. The other thing I oh well I'm gonna start doing little doodles. I just had some, I had some really cool things, like I was in visualizing some cool stuff before bed and everything. And then that sort of goes with part of, I want to do less of this, but I want to do like little doodles and stuff. And I think I'm gonna be like I'll do I'll put I'm for the first time ever I'm gonna do doodles that are like over time. Like I'll do like a little bit of one and then come back the next time, do a little bit more. And then the other thing is I'm gonna stop doing anything on Twitter, like the not safe for work stuff or anything, even on Instagram. I'm gonna try to. It's like people get the point. It's been a nice thing, Again, I think it's a cheap thing to show my body and everything. It's fine. I enjoy seeing others. It's not. I like to see people, in bikinis and stuff, and it's like all sorts of things, shirtless. It's nice, but for me, it's like again, um, I want to be in a special relationship eventually. I don't know if that's realistic. This part of this behavior, part of me just being open about everything and very honest and never, putting any sort of mask or cover on and everything. It's, there may be somebody that accepts me with all my quirks and, differences and everything, contrasting, just things. But yeah, so I think people get the point by now. Like I'll be like, "Oh, here's me in my sweatpants. Here's me showing my butt in a thong." And that was really nice, that I especially like the butt stuff and everything, cuz it's like, that it just feels like being open about a part of me. It's less often that you see it and stuff, but it's always a part of my life and everything, and it's just, all that. I've actually there have been some annoying fucking shitty things and everything and stuff that is very just really bothers me. But also, yeah, like at the same time, I actually have been with more friends that are dudes than girls. But I do see myself settling down with a woman. Um, that probably like that would be. I think overall, like that's usually like who I connect to more and everything. And again, like I've said, like even though like I'm showing, for different reasons, for different just who I naturally am and other things, it's like I am like very open about my sexuality and different things to me and like just expressing my body and stuff. But again, I don't find that to be essential to a relationship. I could completely go without that and like be like I don't need any of that or anything. I'm making a video, sorry. Um, but what was I saying? Yeah, like I would date someone who's asexual, and I would, or like whatever, or just someone who's like is just like really low sex drive or whatever. Even though that's not who I am, like yeah, it's like for a very long time. Yeah, there have been times where I do stuff with like good friends and everything, or my one relationship, she's not around anymore. I think that sort of does, not to make excuses, but yeah, that does also I mean, that has partially shaped, the way I operate and everything too. Just really feeling like, not to be like too bitter at like life and everything, but it's kind of just like, a little unfair. Not to just me, to her, to everyone. She was extremely young. Um, but yeah, like what was I saying? Yeah, I'll just get back to that. Yeah, I'm not going to be as open about things online anymore because I'm going to be being more confident, or not more confident, more brave and everything. Try to actually express things. If there's ever a time where someone's face, you just get that automatic, like in this person's presence, you're like really nervous and really happy and really just like this person has a profound effect on you. Like eventually, there have been times like that a few times, like a number of times where I've had that feeling and I haven't let it be known. Where it's like, I'm afraid I'm never going to see this person again. And yeah, I've really met, like, there have been so many, like, some of the people that I've liked the most, I never fucking, sometimes I'd, make little, like, sort of, like, hints at it online and stuff, but I've never been like, hey, like, I always liked you and everything, or like, anything like that. And it's really shitty. It's like, life is so short. You've got to deal with that. You've got to be ready for rejection or anything. And there may be somebody that actually does like you back. So, yeah, it's just, this has been a cool thing. And I have enjoyed the connection of like there have been people I don't know, just randomly on Twitter, and like people that come back to my page and like, or like liking my stuff and everything. Just a very few, but like it's a good feeling when someone is like, hey, I actually think you look nice in this and everything, like a wholesome part of like, even though it's, nudity and upfront, like, stuff and everything. It's been nice, like feeling that connection. I think that that's a part of it is, yeah, it's like a cycle of things, I don't have that many people to talk to and everything, so it's like I seek some sort of connection. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling like it's just, again, it's not what I would prefer. And it does feel weird when it's, I don't want everyone to be able to, see everything about me. And unfortunately, that's kind of yeah, when you open it up for everyone, it's like, there it is. So, but yeah, I'd much rather just like have somebody that I really like, that we share our lives together and everything. And, so yeah, just different things. It's not guaranteed. There may be days where I'm really like feeling myself, feeling whatever, and I'm like, I want to like, and there are definitely going to be days where it's like I have new outfits and everything, and I'm like, this is really pretty and colorful, and I like a lot more of that. That's a totally different thing, It's in the same, area. It's like, I like the way this looks and sort of thing. Or like, yeah, that's more about like style and just liking some color and pattern and, fun things that it sort of just, I think, are pretty and make life more interesting and everything. But yeah, so doodles and things, doing little drawings. Soon, go on little walks in the forest and stuff. This isn't me patting myself on the back. This time, it's just like, I just want to be real. Like, it's just things that, it's not even guaranteed that it's going to be a success, that I'm going to be like doing all these things and like really making these changes. It's just like, I really was, think about that, was like doing less and, yeah, or not really doing less overall, but just having times where I'm, yeah, just not as involved with things and everything, not always busy, keeping my eyes and ears on something and everything. And it really is like a blessing. It's a privilege. These days, you know, it's not the same, when there's just all sorts of, things going on and everything. it's not the same as having like the sound of birds and the sound of just like a conversation like of in a tribe or something and different things, or like people playing music that way and stuff. It's like it's really just a little bit upsetting in certain ways sometimes. Just yeah, I'm getting sort of just overwhelmed. I sort of always have been with the way my brain works and everything. Even though I do like my own like constant, it's a part of it is me, and I do like to have therapy through music and different things, but just out and about, all the stuff that goes on. And now these days, if you want to get real, like sort of just with it, just like certain grocery stores and gas stations and stuff, it's like they play advertisements now. It's like you're getting ads while you're pumping your gas and stuff. It's like, can we not do that? It's like Blade Runner, dude. Like, crazy stuff. And I get, well, certain countries, I get that's like also like sort of inspired by certain countries and stuff. Like, I'm not saying like billboards and everything. Like, yeah, I get it. You've got to get your brand out there and everything. But certain things just in moderation. I don't want to be in a place that's just like, all sorts of businesses like all the time. It's like you go there for a while, and then you go to the countryside for a little while, and like, wind down and everything. So yeah, just that. And yeah, these things, just things that I was really thinking about. I was just sitting there, I was like, yeah, like, who am I? What do I want? What am I doing? And different things like that. And a lot of it, it's like I've got to give myself some, room and everything, and respect, and understand that a lot of the things that, the ways I've worked, it's like it makes sense. And a lot of things, it's like certain things in my life and events and different things, like all these things, it's not a weakness. It's just, yeah, for different reasons, and also sort of like, yeah, just not taking the time to properly be like, well, what are you doing? Like, what is this going to accomplish? And what is, and it's not that important with that, life is short anyway. And it's just like, it's okay to, do things you're feeling and everything. Just be, hey, this is me. This is what I'm feeling and everything. Like, it's okay. Different things. I'm not trying to tell other people how to be. I was just like, well, if I can make some little changes that may make things more comfortable for me, and also open up the opportunity to do other things, that's just something I'm interested in. But yeah, we'll see. I think with the salvia, again, it's been really interesting. It's pretty intense. It's, whoa, what's going on? But yeah, I haven't had any time dilation, like any changes to where things feel like they're taking. Sometimes if you do enough, it can be like a 5-minute or 15-minute thing can feel like a very long time. Like, people talk about like very long periods of time and everything. I haven't had anything like that. It's always been like everything's going real time and everything. But I have had some stuff like it's a dissociative. It works like that. So I've had times, it really does. There will be like this, it's interesting because it's like, you're sort of out of your mind, like detached and everything. And it's like, you're sort of like, what's going on? Like, I'm sort of in a different headspace. But also it can have this deja vu feeling, and it's like very old memories. It seems to like really open that up, because afterwards I was just having like flashes of very old things and everything. It was really cool, but I was also envisioning a lot of, well, not even envisioning, just automatically seeing just some really interesting, cool stuff. And that's why I was like with the doodles and everything. But it's this interesting deja vu feeling when you like, each time you like do it again, it brings back that same feeling of like, oh, I remember this. This is like an old feeling. It's very interesting. Anyway, love. I hope you feel well often. You deserve to do things. Try to think about that for yourself. Like, what do you want to be doing, Anyway, love.